Have you ever damaged your transfers and thought they were ruined? Me too. Welcome back to Winds of Whimsy. Today we're taking something incredibly simple, little garden peat pots that I purchased at a dollar store, and turning them into a charming spring bucket with a vintage heirloom feel. I'm going to show you two different ways to create age and character using clear and dark wax. I also use Debi's DIY Dark and Decrepit Dust. And yes, I'm also rescuing a transfer that got damaged when the sheets stuck together. Instead of tossing it, we're going to turn those imperfect pieces into something beautiful. We're going to get started by first giving the peat pots a coat of Cottage colors in Plaster. This color is soft, creamy, and perfect for that vintage foundation. Cottage colors include a top coat and are an amazing base for the IOD transfers. After the paint has dried, the surface will provide a background that the transfers grab right onto. You can see I give them a quick coat with some bits of the peat pot peeking through. Here is the Madeleine Transfer. It's so beautiful, and I was so bummed when I realized two of my sheets had stuck together. So see where that bird is? That is not supposed to be there. It has attached itself to one of the other sheets and ruined some of the beautiful florals. But I'm going to try to save at least parts of this. So here I'm pulling out some of the bits and pieces that I'm hoping I can rescue. There were some birds and butterflies that are missing some portions of the image, pieces of flowers and leaves that are not in the original shape, but I definitely can use those and get something beautiful out of them. So let's see what we can do with these. So here's my painted pot, and I've used some wire that is left over from my daughter's wedding like 10 years ago. It's been in my basement. I'm going to just poke a hole through the pot and take a piece of this wire that has silver pearls and ivory pearls, and we're just going to snip that off and attach it into both sides of the peat pot. And I will use my wire. I have some like jewelry pliers that work great with wire, so I can just kind of curl that end up to help it hold in place and tuck any sharp edges inside. So now I'm going to start taking a look at all these pieces parts to see what I can use and what might fit together. I'm hoping that bird, I can place flowers over the center of that bird to hide the spot that's missing. So let's get started with the bird first. These transfers grabbed right onto that cottage color paint so beautifully and went on very easily. I do like that paint when I'm working with transfers. So there's the bird. Now let's see where we can place these flowers to help disguise that flaw. And there it is. The bird's tucked in underneath the flowers, and no one will ever know that that transfer had been damaged. going to cut up some of the leaves, add a few more pieces. I used some of the leaves and individual flowers just to hide where you could tell that the transfer had been damaged originally. These are great for layering, and you can cut them apart and the sky's the limit. You can create whatever your heart desires. So I'm just going to continue. You're just going to see me taking those bits and pieces and mixing them together to decorate these pots. I tried to mix up the placement of how they were positioned on the pots just to keep it interesting. I will have these on display in my little booth where I sell things on consignment, Morgan and Millie. And so I thought it would make a nicer display if I tried to mix it up a little bit on how these were placed. This one was missing some of the bottom of the transfer, so it fit perfectly at the bottom of this pot. I love all the butterflies in this transfer, so here I'm just adding a little more interest by adding this cute little butterfly. Here you see me doing some trimming and making some cuts. Because this is a rounded surface, I made some snips in between the flowers just to help that bend around the curved surface. Okay, let's add some sealer. You do want to seal in transfers, and for this project I have chosen to use the clear wax from Debi's DIY. It gives such a beautifully soft finish, and I do like the way the waxes work also to add some age. So we're going to start by coating the outside of each of these pots with some clear wax. I give that a little wipe with a cloth or like a paper towel, and then I go in with some dark wax. The clear wax will help to create a foundation so it doesn't grab too much and make your project look too dirty or muddy. It works like a barrier, and it will allow you to place that wax and wipe it back till you're satisfied with it much easier. You can also use the clear wax like an eraser. If you get too much, you can add a little clear wax and it will help to pull that dark wax back. My second option that I like to do sometimes is after I've used the clear wax, I will get out the dark and decrepit dust. And for this I use a little paintbrush, and you can see it goes on. I just feel like I have more control with this. I'm using this smaller brush, and I just touch it in areas where I would like some age to show up. Then again, you wipe it back a little bit with a paper towel or a soft cloth till you're happy with the look. And it just gives a beautiful aged effect. Something I don't show on camera is once I was all finished, I decided to go back to coat the inside of these pots. So I used Debi's DIY liquid patina, and I put just a single coat on the inside of the pots just in case someone wanted to put like a live plant, maybe as a gift, something that would be wet. I didn't want it to soak through the peat. So what do you think? I'm so glad I didn't give up on these transfer pieces. They are so versatile. I was able to take these bits and pieces and turn them into these gorgeous little spring pots. I hope this is a lesson that you shouldn't despair if your transfers get crinkled, torn, or stuck together. Save those damaged pieces because you can still use them to create something beautiful. Thanks for watching, and as usual, I'm going to mention that I have an affiliate link with Aunt Bee's Attic where these products can be purchased. If you use my link, I do receive a little thank you from them, and that helps me to keep to creating these videos and sharing hopefully some inspiration that you can use. Have a great day and happy creating!